Hello, everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope everyone had a great trading day today. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome. We did have some selling today. So, yesterday and today had some selling. All right. So, let's take a look at the markets. Not a major concern yet. All right. But let's take a look. All right. So, the Dow was down 109 points down for the day. S&P was down 68 points. All right. Nasdaq was down. Nasdaq was down quite a bit, 377 points down for the day, and the Russell was also down 181. All right. We're still holding our buy signal on the S&P on the daily time frame. It did pull back a bit, but still holding. Nasdaq pulled back a bit, but still holding. Dow is right at its high there. And then IWM, we'll keep an eye on the Russell, the IWM. We did get a white candle today on the daily time frame. As far as volatility, the VIX is at 1691, so not a big change there with the VIX, okay? But 2 days of selling, that's a little concerning, okay? Now, everything is still holding on the 240 except for the Russell. All right, the Russell did give a red candle today. So definitely keep an eye on that. That's on the 240-minute time frame. In the futures market, the dollar is trying to break through resistance here. We do have a buy signal, and it's right at its high at $99 and change. Okay, so it's up currently, that the dollar index. The E-minis, so the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, and the Russell, all the E-minis are slightly up right now. All right, the top sector is still technology. It did pull back today. All right, so you guys should see a bit of a pullback. We'll take a look at stocks in Stock Boss and Bullmaster this evening. Again, not a major concern. All right, just a bit of a pullback here on the daily time frame. But any type of pullback, guys, right now, we are high in the markup phase. All right, in these indexes, we'll take a look at the indexes, big picture in a minute. But any type of pullback, we want to pay attention because we're definitely overbought. Okay, most of the sectors are, I wouldn't say struggling, but not making new highs, except for tech. All right, consumer discretionary, red candle came in there. Consumer staples, look at consumer staples. So they're not buying the whole market, guys. Here's materials. Communication services, red candle came in here. So we can see where they're getting out of these sectors early, though. Like I said, right? No major concern yet, but we do have to keep an eye on this market. Okay. All right, the VIX, as mentioned, is at 1691 on the VIX. The Max 7s, let's take a look. Meta was down quite a bit, 10% down. All right. All right, Max 7's Amazon, guys. Amazon brought in a white candle today. All right, so that's a concern here. White candle. We do not have a buy signal. Right, this is where we had resistance here, and it's failing to get above resistance. White candle here. All right, keep an eye on that, but we do not have a buy signal, so we're not in it long. Amazon, Google right here. All right, nice gapped up today, but traded on the low, closed on the low. Good price action here, though. Apple, all right, buy signal here, moving up nicely there in Apple. Apple was up 3% for the day. Nvidia was down, so pull back down. All right, been trading nicely. All right, still holding at 202. Microsoft is now below resistance. All right, so we definitely keep an eye on that. So no longer is it trading above resistance here. All right, gap down today and is below resistance. Again, not a major concern, but we've got to keep an eye on things. Tesla, all right, resistance is here. Reached that resistance for a third time. So here, here, and now here, and it's pulling back from that resistance line. And Meta down pretty big, guys. So Facebook gap down today and is down all the way down here. Now we don't have a buy signal, did not have a buy signal, all right, in Meta. All right, never got above resistance here. We were looking for it to get above resistance to give us a buy signal. So never got a buy signal on the daily. All right, so we were not trading this. But see what these stocks can do, right? Gap down from 757 all the way to 660. All right, 6. Okay. So it might find support here. If it does not find support at 637, we have further support at 600. All right, and further support at 542. And then all the way down here, 484. But let's see if it holds support right here. All right. Decent support here. This is where we got a buy signal, sell signal. So this whole area here is a concern. Okay. That's where we might find support. All right. A Dow on the 240, Dow 240, 240 minute time frame, guys. All right, buy signal here. Again, it's pulling back a bit. No, not a major concern yet. Buy signal down on the daily time frame. All right, still above resistance. Still holding its buy signal right here. Dow on the weekly time frame, I'm holding as well. Right here. Dow on the monthly time frame, good price action here. Okay. S&P, again, buy signal here, pull back a bit. So last 3 days, guys, has been pulling back. Definitely the last 2 days. Okay. All right, S&P on the daily time frame pulling back a bit here. S&P weekly time frame holding firm. Monthly time frame holding firm. Okay. Nasdaq on the 240. You guys can see that there. All right, so it's pulled back a bit here on the 240. On the daily time frame, right? It's pulled back basically today. All right. Otherwise, been doing well. Nasdaq weekly time frame gapped up for the week. Monthly time frame holding firm. Russell has a red candle. Now, keep in mind, right? If sellers come in, guys, they'll come in on the smaller time frames first, right? And then eventually get to the 240. All right. And then the daily and so forth. Okay, so just because the weekly and the Russell, the weekly and the monthly time frame, or even the daily time frames holding, that could change if sellers come in on the smaller time frames. Okay, Russell on the 240 red candle here, we do need to hold, right? So just like we held here, we held here, here, and here, we need to hold right here. If sellers come in heavy, we have support right here. Let's bring that in just in case. So support is here, and then further support right here on the Russell. Okay. All right. We'll need prices to hold tomorrow, Friday. Okay. All righty. Russell on the daily time frame. We're holding firm again. Right. Holding that trend line. We need a bounce. Purple support and resistance. So we know we are overbought on the daily time frame. That is a concern there. Okay. Russell on the weekly. Russell on the monthly time frame. Okay. Bitcoin. We do have a sell signal, guys. Bitcoin on the 240. All right. We never got a new buy signal on the daily time frame. We needed to get above 123, 124,000 to get a new buy signal. Never got a buy signal on the daily. We're breaking a big support here, guys. This goes back all the way through, I would say, here's July, here is May, June, all through here. Even here, going all the way back to the end of last year, right here. So this whole area here, that's a concern. So we have resistance here, pretty good resistance, but boy, we have a major support here. We've been calling this support 108. All right, so that 108 level right here is critical support. All right, that is critical support. All right, all through here. So here we are again, right at that support level there, okay? And then all through. All right, so we have strong support here. You guys can see this, right? Like a floor here at 107, 108. 107, 604 is where it is right now, but really 108, right? So even numbers, 108. And then we have resistance here. Okay, but we are breaking through that support. If we break through and sellers come in heavy, some support at 100,000, which is right here, and then further support at 90. Where is 90? Right about here. Okay. All right. Be aware of that. Not good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Again, I'm struggling to hold support here at 108. Bring that right here, 108. White candle here. We'll see if it holds like it did here. Okay. We are high in the markup phase. So 1, 2, 3 trades, guys. That's a lot, right? Right. Normally, we want 2 trades in the markup phase. Once we get into 3 trades, we're extended. Okay. All right. So expect a pullback. Gold got some green candles today, still holding its buy signal on the daily. On the monthly, it's pulled back quite a bit. Okay. That could pull back more. Silver on the daily time frame, right? So got a green candle here. So it's still holding its buy signal. All right, silver, look here. Same high back in 2010, 2011, and here we are. All right, so we'll hope that now for silver, guys, silver has to get above resistance here, to hold. That moving average got to come on up. Price has to hold first here, can collapse like it did here. Right, back in 2010, 2011, it's got to hold up in this area here and then start to test that resistance. If not, we could see silver come on back down. Okay. Crude oil, just holding at 60, nothing there. Bonds are coming back down, guys. All right, so we're failing to break through resistance here and here. Gap down today, trading at 90. We were at 92. All right, a lot of support at 80, 88. Let's bring that in. All right, so we were hoping for bonds to break out. No, we did have data, right? Fed data came out yesterday, so I'm sure that's causing all of this changing in price structure, but that's what it is. Dollar on the daily time frame, we're looking to break through here on the dollar at 99. Weekly white candle, guys, coming in here on the weekly time frame. Keep an eye after a nice pullback there. Monthly, and then pound yen. On the 240, we've seen some buying come in there. And hopefully we can recapture this trend line. I'm sorry, this resistance line here on pound yen. Okay. Current positions, we do have some yen positions in Monster Scalper. And we have new positions, new yen positions we added. Let's go through these. And we'll go through equities as well this evening. So we had data, inflationary data on Wednesday. No data came in today, and no data on Friday tomorrow. Okay. All right, we have a new buy signal in SGD, JPY. Buy signal here. We are breaking resistance. All right, previous trade kind of broke even or small loss there. SGD JPY, buy signal here on a break of resistance, reaccumulation. That looks good. HKD JPY, same thing here. Purple support and resistance, keep an eye on it. All right, buy signal here, we are breaking out. Purple, again, support and resistance, so we're overbought here. All right, HKD JPY. CAD yen. All right, buy signal here. We are moving higher there. CAD yen. Previous trade was here. Euro yen. Buy signal as well. These yen pairs, I tell you. This whole Forex market. Dollar yen. Buy signal here, purple support and resistance, so it's under some pressure, guys. Okay. All right. But they're holding for the most part. New Zealand yen, buy signal here, holding firm, getting past resistance, sellers here, and we'll count resistance as here as well. So here, it's where sellers came in heavy. We are breaking out buy signal here. Swiss yen, new buy signal here. Purple support and resistance. Let's bring that resistance up here. Okay, let's break through. Swiss yen, Aussie yen. All right, buy signal. Good trade here. Best Forex yen trade here. Aussie yen. Buy signal here, and we're right at resistance here. We look to break through. Hopefully get a nice big candle out of that. New Zealand yen, buy signal here, and we broke out. So what we're hoping for is just like this big candle here, guys. Broke resistance here on NZD JPY. We're hoping for the same here with Aussie yen. Okay. And all right, we do have some Kiwi pair, not Kiwi, but Aussie pairs. Aussie Swiss. Buy signal is here, moving up slowly. A range trade. Here's the top of the range here. So resistance is here. Our entry came in right at that support level, right? Support right here. Buy signal here. We're up in the markup phase, but guess what? We need to break through here. Okay, and keep moving higher. Aussie CAD. All right, same thing here. And then Aussie dollar. Okay, buy signal here. They need to break out of this range. It is a range trade, but we are not looking for an exit at resistance. We're hoping that it breaks through. It gives a sell signal at resistance, then just close the trade. So these trades are holding for now. I know it's slow. They're slowly moving these yen pairs. All right, as equity traders, so Stock Boss and Bullmaster, let's go through current positions. Current positions in Stock Boss and Bullmaster. Now the market was down today, so see how these held up. White candles will continue to hold. Red candles sell signal. White arrow sell signal, okay? AN and X white candle here. Keep an eye on it. So if you get white candles in your systems, just keep an eye on them. If you want to be conservative, you can certainly close the trade. ATOS, red candles here. Let's close the trade. So buy signal was around 88 cents, 88.44. Red candle close to that 88. 00 there. ATOS. All right, holding. BL and K, red candle, sell signal. Buy signal was at 126. Sell signal came in 166. Close the trade, please. BL and K. CAN, red candle here. Let's close the trade. So we're seeing some selling here in Stock Boss. All right, DDD, close the trade, please. Buy signal was at 223. Red candle, sell signal 282. Close the trade, please. All right, so we're seeing more sell signals than we would like. FULC, sell signal here. Close the trade. All right, good price action. PLUG, sell signal, buy signal on a breakup resistance here, 199. Sell signal 263. Close the trade, please. PLUG. SES, red candle here. Let's close the trade. VYGR, sell signal, buy signal here, sell signal here. Let's close the trade. And that's it for Stock Boss. That's quite a few to close. And remember, these are small cap stocks, and we do have a red candle, all right, in the Russell. This is large cap stocks in Bull Master, coming from Heat Seeker. All right, good. What's that? BEAM, BEAM. Red candle here, guys. Sell signal. Close the trade. Take those profits or take the loss and move on. We're not adding right now on a down day. We do not add on down days. Okay. CRSP. Right. Buy signal here. Sell signal. Close the trade. EA, sell signal, EA. All right, buy signal was here, 180. Closed at 199. Close the trade, please. EME, sell signal. Buy signal was at 412. Close today at 646. Close the trade, please. Guys, they are closing some trades. ETSY. All right, buy signal was at $70 and change. Sell signal 66 and change. Close the trade, please. GLXY buy signal was at $33. Close today at 34. Close the trade, please. Don't try to be a hero, guys. If they're giving sell signals in your system, close the trade. All right, protect your account. That's the name of the game. All right. All right, so that's all in Bull Master. Now they're closing positions. So just be aware of that. Quick look at Stock Boss. Let's run Heat Seeker here. At 188, so still a lot in Stock Boss. Bull Master, let's run it. 144, all right? Our US 30 traders, we're consolidating right now on the 60-minute. We will go live. So guys, remember we have a Forex live session tomorrow morning at 7 to 8. 8:30 to 10 futures with Monster US 30. And then 11:30 to 12, no, 11:30, 10:30 to 11:30 equities. Okay, so join us in the morning. All right, our US 30 traders, no shorts. We look to go long in the morning. Look for a bounce. Hopefully we get that. NAS 100, same thing here. Right? No shorts, guys. Guys and gals, no shorts. All right. S&P, that's the NAS S&P. All right, we'll look to go long. All right. Monster Scalper. The yen trade is the best trade, guys. That is the best trade. But just want to take a second look here. And then we'll be done. We have a lot of good volatility in Monster Scalper on the 240. Still don't have a major direction. We definitely don't have a rotation. We thought we did. So Aussie dollar, nothing there. Aussie New Zealand, we're in that trade. Aussie Swiss, we're in Aussie Swiss. Aussie CAD, we're in Aussie CAD. Kiwi, nothing in the Kiwi. Yen pairs, we're in basically all of the yen pairs. All right, so we have new buy signals in HKD, JPY. Pound yen, guys, we're still waiting for a buy signal in pound yen. Okay, let's see here. Swiss yen, CAD yen, Aussie yen. Again, Aussie yen is the best trade, guys. Aussie yen. Dollar pairs, be careful with the dollar pairs. I know the dollar index is looks like it wants to break out. If it does, these pairs will break out. All right, but just be careful. USD DKK looks really good. But if you guys look here, the dollar index, all right, here it is here, the dollar index. These pairs will follow the dollar index. And it's right at, this is where it failed before, right at resistance here. And we can count this here as well. This is where it failed here. And then here we are. Okay, so I would wait for confirmation, right? Wait for the dollar index to break through. All right, break through that resistance, which is 99 and change. Okay, now it hasn't gotten past that area basically since April, right? Even prior to that. Okay, so wait for these dollar pairs. It's very tempting, okay, but they might break through and then come right back down, okay? Just like they've done here. Look at USD DKK. Look at that tight consolidation, guys. Okay, so don't be fooled by the dollar pairs, the dollar pairs, the dollar index, right? A lot of consolidation, right? All these signals here basically failed. Okay, so wait for a solid break. If you're going to trade it, wait for a solid break. The better trade right now is the yen pairs. Okay, that's your better trade there. Okay. Same thing here. USD CZK. A lot of resistance above here. It's got to break through. The good news is we're starting to get buy signals on the daily on some of these. Okay. Euro pairs, nothing. And you guys know what's been going on with Forex, right? So if you're going to trade, trade lightly. Just trade lightly. Okay. All right, let's go back here. and then we'll wrap up. All right. Equities, still the best market. Okay. Still the best market. However, we are definitely overbought. Okay. No, we getting mixed signals. We have a lot of stocks in heat seeker for small caps, stock boss, and bull master. Okay, but guys, if you notice here, this is the 240 on the Dow, right? 240 on the Dow. We are overbought. We're really extended. We're due for a pullback. No, that doesn't mean we can't move higher. Okay. Dow on the daily time frame. Now I went through this with a few of our traders when we did Q&A yesterday. In the markup phase, can I bring this? Hold on. In the markup phase, we normally will get hold on here. Let's see if you guys can see this. Okay. You might be able to see this. Okay. So in the markup phase, okay, so you have your accumulation, markup, markdown, right? Accumulation, phase 1, phase 2, and we'll finish with this. I want to spend some time here. Especially now that we're getting high in that markup phase, right? Especially in equities. So accumulation, markup, phase 2. Phase 1, accumulation. Phase 2, markup. Phase 3, distribution. Phase 4, markdown. We start all over again with accumulation. Okay? Reaccumulation, redistribution. So with these indexes, guys, we're in the markup phase. Okay? Normally in the markup phase, we have two opportunities to buy. We're going to buy here on a break of resistance in the markup phase, our first trade. Reaccumulation, second trade. Okay, we're going to get out here on a break of support in the distribution phase. All right, so first trade here, second trade here. If it breaks resistance here, we might get a third trade. Okay, that's about it. All right, and we've been doing this a long time, so we know 2 trades. Max, if we get a third trade, that's good luck. All right, and we might get one more move on a break of resistance here. Okay, but we know that price is getting extended. So 1, 2, that should be it. Here on the daily time frame, hold on. Here, down on the daily time frame, here we are in the markup phase. So markdown, accumulation, markup. First trade, bought here, sold here. Second trade, bought here, sold here. Third trade. Okay, third trade right here. Okay, guys, you can, I know it's hard to see, right? But you can see it on the big screen. I'm not sharing my screen here, so you can see it. All right, and if you can, that's fine. You guys can just follow along with what I'm saying. Okay, but in the markup phase, 3 trades, and here we are, third trade. So just know it's extended. If you're getting into equities, okay, if you're trading with us, trading our systems, if you're using Stock Boss, Bull Master, just be careful. All right, just know that this market is extended. Now, I'm not saying that we can't move higher. All right, but we know once we get higher into these phases, right, it's due for a pullback. Okay, S&P, first trade, second trade. This really should be 2 trades, but first trade, second trade, very overbought. NASDAQ on the daily time frame here, we still have 1 trade that's open. All right, Now, the good news here in the NASDAQ is we don't have any purple support and resistance. Okay, so we're not flashing overbought. It's one trade. But if we go to the 240, all right, on the 240, same thing here. Okay, markup, we have 1, 2, right, 3 trades, 4 trades here. We don't count this one here. Basically 4 trades. So bottom line is we're getting extended. You can still trade this market, but just be aware of that, okay? The Russell small cap, same thing here. Very extended. Purple support and resistance all over the place. Okay, so we flashing overbought, 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 overbought. On the daily time frame, first trade, second trade here, purple support and resistance. We have a lot of resistance here. Okay, so based on what we've seen in the past, sellers could come in at any time, guys. Okay, just like they did here. Now we'll see the selling in the price action. Okay, just be careful. Don't over leverage as the price moves higher. These institutions they'll need buyers to sell from. Okay, so be aware of that. Okay, so we are getting high in the markup phase there. The good news is the VIX is still low, right? So VIX came down from almost 30 to 16. That's good, but that could change. That could change. So at least, just be cautious here. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Our US 30 traders in the morning, we do not have any data. Okay, so we do not have any data. So we'll go live. We'll start with Forex at 7 a.m. when we go live with Monster Scalper. And then our US 30 traders, our NAS 100 traders, and our S&P 500 traders, our E-mini traders will start at right at 8:30. So 8:30, no data tomorrow. We'll look to go long, no shorts. And then our equity traders will go live at 10:30 till 11:30. Okay? Be careful out there. Okay? These markets are tightening up. Okay? So the easy trades, no more easy trades right now. Okay? So just be careful. We are expecting a pullback in equities. Okay? So we had some selling yesterday. Again, some selling today. In particular, we are watching the S&P. So you guys know we watch all of the indexes. We watch the Dow, we watch the NASDAQ, but we're watching the S&P right here on the 240. Okay? And if you guys notice here, we've been making, now all green candles, but we're making lower lows right here. Price keeps coming down. Lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. And if we get back on the S&P, right, if we break through that resistance here, previous resistance becomes support, and we get back below here, right, that will be a concern. Now, we look at all of the indexes, right? But the institutions, big traders, guys, they watch the S&P. Most of your stocks will be in the S&P. So they really watch the S&P. So if it fails here, which is 6,761, right? It's fairly decent resistance. Okay, we could see this market turn. Okay. And we're in the fourth quarter. We've had a rally already. I mean, you guys remember this, okay? We came from a bottom here, the low, after the correction in April, and we've been buying ever since, okay? All right, so just be careful, okay? We can trade light, okay? Take care. I'll see you guys in the morning. when we go live.